Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and can I welcome the Minister to his place. Mr. Speaker, whilst the chaos of the UK government's shambolic Brexit negotiations have dominated the headlines, this government has sneaked through a cut in pensions credit, which will see some couples up to £7,000 a year worse off. An estimated 300,000 more pensioners are now living in poverty than in 2012. Does the Minister agree that his government needs to change course and, instead of robbing pensioners, start supporting them?
Mr. Speaker, I think the right honourable gentleman is talking about the situation of mixed-age couples where one is over pensionable age and receiving a pension and the other is of working age. I think that what the government has done, indeed what this House voted for some years ago, is perfectly logical and in lines with the intention of the benefit system.
Blackford!
Well, Mr. Speaker, we certainly didn't vote for that. What we've seen from this government is it continues to put the hands into the pockets of the poorest in our society. In fact, it is the Tory Government that is allowing a proposal to take free TV licences away from pensioners. It is this Conservative government that is denying women born in the 1950s their full rights to state pensions. And it is this Tory government that presides over the lowest state pension age in any developed country. Quite shameful. Pensioners' poverty is not a myth, it is a reality. Mr. Speaker, with Scottish pensioners being short-changed by the UK government, the Minister must agree that the only way to end pensioner poverty in Scotland is to put fairness back into our pension system and to give older people the dignity that they deserve in retirement. It is for pension reform to be taken by the Scottish Government in an independent Scotland, where we will take our responsibilities seriously.
Mr. Speaker, the right honourable gentleman's got some nerve here. He knows that it is in the power of the Scottish Government under devolution legislation to top up social security benefits if they choose to do so. He knows, Mr. Speaker.
Order! There's a lot of wild gesticulation and very animated expressions, and people looking at me pleadingly. It's very difficult to hear what is being said. I was trying to listen to the erudition of the Minister, but there's too much noise. Let's hear the fella. Minister.
Speaker, the right honourable gentleman knows that he and his party have voted against this government's budgets, even though they have been reducing tax upon the lowest paid in every part of the United Kingdom. He knows that the budget set by the SNP in the Scottish Parliament last week have led to Scots being more highly taxed than people in any other part of the United Kingdom, and that in a year when the Scottish Government's block grant as a result of the Chancellor's budget decisions was increased by £950 million. The SNP, Mr. Speaker, has squandered that union dividend. The message that we get from them is that if you have an SNP government, Scottish people pay more and get less.